Hey guys, welcome back to Blue Fire Toys and Collectibles. Today I decided to take a look at the princess of the Fire Nation herself, the McFarlane 5-inch Avatar The Last Airbender Azula figure. This figure was out in late 2022 and was released in a single pack, as you can see here on the left, and an Amazon.com exclusive Final Battle 4-pack alongside Phoenix King Ozai, Prince Zuko, and Avatar Aang. Now, something I don't want to forget to mention with this figure: the single pack is incredibly hard to find. It was supposed to be out in early 2023, but for some reason it never seemed to get a wide release. I was lucky and managed to snag mine off of eBay for $20 in January of 2023, but I haven't seen many since then. Now, I'm actually keeping my single pack in the package because it's my hope to one day attend a con and get it signed by Gray Delisle, who, of course, voices Princess Azula in the Avatar Last Airbender series. But the good thing is, if you're looking to get this figure, the Final Battle 4-pack is an awesome alternative since you get the 3 other figures along with the princess here. The last time I checked, this was going for $34.99 plus free Prime shipping. Now, I actually got lucky around Christmas of last year and got a couple of these packs for only $9.99 each because I wanted a few of this Azula. So, without further ado, let's get into this, and I'll explain just why I have as many of this figure as I do. Okay, so starting with my first impression, stellar. I mean, this right here, this is the Fire Nation princess. It looks like she stepped right out of the cartoon. The detail on this figure is incredible. Let me show you up close here. There are a few paint inaccuracies. You can see her bracers are red. They should be black. Same with her boots. But do I think this hurts the overall figure? Absolutely not. I've been thinking of painting the bracers and the boots myself. I just haven't to this point because honestly, I think the red looks great as it is. And that outfit is sharp. She should be careful. It could puncture the hull of an Empire-class Fire Nation battleship, leaving thousands to drown at sea because it's so sharp. Anyway, now on articulation. If there's one thing you want with any of the figures of characters from Avatar The Last Airbender, it's for them to be superposable so that you can get them into a variety of poses from scenes in the show. Unfortunately, that is not the case here. The figure has several points of decent articulation, and you can get her into some pretty sweet poses, but not as posable as I think the figure should be. Articulation is almost great, but as we all know, almost isn't good enough. So let's take a look here. Her head is on a ball joint. Now, Azula can be creepy enough without doing a full Exorcist 360, so I'm not going to do that. Her arms are on hinges, and they go up about that much. They do rotate a full 360, and you can get it into some pretty cool poses. Her elbows, same thing. See? Hinge joint. They do rotate, full 360. Her hands do not move, which is disappointing, but as you can see, especially on the right hand, the attention to detail is really cool because she's got her hand in the classic Azula two-finger firebending pose. Her right hand is just a open, relaxed hand. She can't really hold anything in it, but still, really cool. Her waist does turn, but there is no pivot. Her legs go out that much. They're on hinges as well, and they do rotate. So you can pose her in the splits so she looks like she's doing some epic combat against the Avatar. Her knees are on a hinge as well. They do rotate all the way around. Allows, again, for some pretty decent range of motion, range of movement. Unfortunately, nothing in the feet and ankles. And as you can see, the figure itself will stand unassisted, no stand required, which is really cool. Now, one thing I want to point out on mine, on this one at least, the glue on her pauldron actually came off, but it allows for better range of motion in her arms, so I just left it that way. I think that's pretty cool, and it doesn't hurt my overall enjoyment of the figure at all. Now, as for accessories, She came with this really cool blue firebending blast that attaches to her right hand, like so. You just gotta fit it in there, and there you go. Also, I have found that the lightning blast here from the Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Thor will actually fit perfectly onto her hand, as you can see. So she can actually be posed lightning bending. And here she is attempting to break the Avatar cycle. So now let's get a better idea of scale. This is the McFarlane Azula with Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Captain America. I think it actually looks pretty good, and scale-wise, it's right about where it should be. So as you can see, she does stack up pretty well with Marvel Legends figures. And here she is with another blue fire-breathing tyrant, Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Series Godzilla. A king and a princess. Godzilla versus Azula. That's a scary thought. Or they could team up as Godzilla. Wow, that was worthy of Svengoolie. And here's a further idea of scale. Here she is with a fellow lightning-shooting tyrant, Star Wars The Black Series Emperor Palpatine. And here she is with the rest of the Fire Nation royal family that they've made figures of. Personally, I think if anything, Ozai is a little short. Here's a little Last Agni Kai action. And here she is with some other McFarlane Avatar The Last Airbender figures. Sadly, I do not yet have Sokka. And here's something just for fun. I snagged this 5-inch scale Iron Throne at a local toy store for $6 and found out that it perfectly fits this Azula figure. I guess you could call it a song of ice and firebending, or a song of ice and blue fire. Whatever you call it, I know who is going to beat them at their own Game of Thrones, and they shouldn't flatter themselves. They were never even players. So overall, do I think this figure is worth tracking down? Absolutely. If you love Azula like I do, you'll definitely want to track this one down. It's a great figure despite its few flaws, and what else can I say? I love you, Azula. I do. So that's about it for this one, guys. I'll be looking at the whole Amazon exclusive 4-pack in the not too distant future. But until next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and keep this new channel growing. I hope this helps you in your collecting endeavors, and I will see you in the next one.